Sister Wives Season 19's Meri Brown being scared of Kody's wrath proves her confusing loyalty to him after divorce wasn't an act. Sister Wives star Meri Brown has been sharing more about her feelings surrounding her relationship with her ex-husband Kody Brown, especially now that their pleasantries surrounding Coyote Pass have come to a pause. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Meri's behavior has been odd for viewers to understand. After spending the majority of Sister Wives Season 18 working through her feelings enough to decide to spiritually divorce from Kody after over 30 years of marriage, she spent a lot of the current season seemingly completely loyal to the patriarch of the Brown family. Meri's apparent switch-up has been somewhat concerning. Although Meri, who was married to Brown family patriarch Kody alongside her sister wives Janelle Brown, Cristin Brown, and Robin Brown, has been clear that she's not interested in reigniting her romantic relationship with Kody, it's been odd to see her feel comfortable with him considering how poorly he treated her in their marriage. Meri seemed to gain more of an understanding of just how one-sided her marriage to Kody became by the end of their time together. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Meri's chosen her battles regarding her loyalty, but there may finally be an explanation as to why. Although Sister Wives has touched on Coyote Pass more frequently over the last few episodes of the series, Meri and Janelle are diving deep into the belly of the beast concerning their parcels of land on the compound in the upcoming half of the season. While Janelle seems to be fairly calm despite having shared she's going through some financial issues surrounding the land in previous seasons, Meri's been having a harder time with the sale. Dealing with Kody appears to be one of the toughest things for Meri, especially when she understands how difficult he can be. As Meri has moved through the difficult task of ensuring that she's going to be able to sell her parcel of the Coyote Pass land and recoup some of the money she spent on it, she's been open about the fact that it's Kody she's the most afraid of. Sharing in a preview clip that her ex-husband's wrath is terrifying to her, Meri made it clear that Kody's someone she feels could take her down. While Kody's biggest flaws are often shown on Sister Wives, Meri's still afraid of the information Kody could have on her. Although Meri has her own fears of Kody coming for her or releasing personal information about her into the press, Janelle made it clear that she wasn't going to let Meri deal with their ex-husband on her own. While Janelle and Meri haven't always had a great relationship and appear to be more strained now that there's no plural marriage connecting them, the pair have always been clear that they're on the same side when it comes to Kody's difficult personality. With Janelle reassuring Meri about Coyote Pass and the sale moving forward, it was clear that Meri felt supported. Although Meri's behavior earlier in the season was confusing to Sister Wives fans who saw her lash out against Kody in the past, it's clear now that Meri was likely trying to preserve a solid foundation with Kody in case anything went sideways for the former couple. Meri choosing to remain loyal to Kody may have been tough for Sister Wives viewers to see, but knowing she was doing it as an act of self-preservation makes sense. Hopefully, Meri's future isn't something that has her needlessly pledging loyalty to a man she's fearful of, especially after Sister Wives. For years, Sister Wives viewers watched Meri Brown's complicated dance with Kody Brown. Their marriage slowly disintegrated before millions of eyes. A slow-motion car crash littered with mixed signals, forced smiles, and the ghost of the once vibrant connection they shared. When Meri finally announced her divorce from Kody, fans assumed it was the final step toward freedom. They expected the Meri who had fought to reclaim her self-worth, the Meri who started her bed and breakfast and found herself anew. But Sister Wives Season 19 delivered a different, far more heartbreaking reality. Even post-divorce, Meri's fear of Kody's wrath, his quick temper, his disdain, his loud disapproval, made it glaringly obvious. Her loyalty to him had never been fake. It wasn't a TV performance, a storyline for ratings, or some strategic act to stay relevant. It was the real, confusing, painful truth of a woman who had once loved a man so deeply that even after he rejected her, a part of her still answered to him. Season 19 showed Meri treading carefully around Kody during family events, almost like a servant trying not to displease a volatile king. In one scene, as they gathered for a Brown family meeting, Meri's hands twisted in her lap, her voice soft and deferential. When Kody raised his voice, over something trivial, as usual, Meri flinched. It was subtle, the kind of thing you'd miss if you blinked, but fans caught it. Her whole body seemed to instinctively shrink, her words stumbling out in a rush to placate him. Why? After everything, the emotional abandonment, the isolation, the years spent on the outskirts of the family, why would Meri still fear Kody's reaction? Because despite the divorce papers, Meri's emotional bond to Kody was never truly severed. She may have stopped being his wife on paper, but her heart hadn't gotten the memo. The loyalty she clung to, even when it made no logical sense, was something much deeper than pride or stubbornness. It was the residue of decades of loving someone who once loved you back just as fiercely. Longtime viewers remembered when Kody once looked at Meri like she was the sun. She was his first wife, his partner in building the dream of a plural family. That history, that early love, wasn't something Meri could simply scrub away. Loyalty like hers doesn't vanish with a signature on divorce papers. It lingers, sticky and stubborn, demanding to be honored even when the relationship becomes toxic. In Season 19, Meri's confusion about how to navigate life after Kody was palpable. She moved forward in practical ways, expanding her businesses, embracing her independence, but emotionally, she was tangled in a web of what-ifs and old wounds. In one heartbreaking confessional, Meri admitted that standing up to Kody felt dangerous. Not physically, but emotionally, the danger of being iced out even more, of being looked at like she was nothing. For so long, Kody's approval had been her North Star, even when he dangled it just out of reach. There was something devastating about watching a woman who had been treated so poorly still yearn for scraps of validation. In another tense family gathering, Meri gently disagreed with Kody about a decision involving the family property. His eyes narrowed, his tone sharp and cutting. Meri immediately backtracked, laughing nervously, as if trying to make herself small enough not to be a threat. It was a scene that broke hearts across the fandom. It showed that Meri's loyalty, confusing, frustrating, even maddening at times, was born from a place of deep emotional injury, not manipulation. She wasn't clinging for attention or fame. She was clinging because the version of herself that once thrived in Kody's love still lived inside her, starved but stubborn, refusing to let go. Some fans criticized Meri, wondering why she didn't fight harder, why she didn't seem angrier after everything Kody had put her through. But Meri's brand of loyalty wasn't loud. It wasn't fiery and defiant like Cristin's. It was a quiet, aching loyalty, one that bent and bent and bent without ever quite breaking, at least not on camera. If anything, Season 19 highlighted how trauma bonds can entangle even the strongest, most independent people. Kody's emotional neglect created a cycle. Withhold affection, watch Meri chase it, then punish her for chasing too hard. Over and over. And somewhere along the way, Meri learned to fear his wrath more than she feared losing herself. This season also revealed a painful layer to Meri's post-divorce journey. She wasn't running into the sunset, arms wide open, ready to embrace a new chapter. She was limping into it, still looking over her shoulder, still wary of the man who had both built her up and torn her down. Her confusion wasn't fake. Her struggle wasn't scripted. It was the raw, complicated truth of a woman trying to heal wounds that hadn't even finished bleeding. In many ways, Meri's story this season offered a stark contrast to Cristin's joyful rebirth and Janelle's stoic independence. Meri was on her own timeline, fighting battles invisible to anyone who hadn't lived inside her heartbreak. Her journey wasn't as clean or satisfying to watch. It was messy, uncomfortable, and tragically real. Ultimately, Sister Wives Season 19 showed that loyalty isn't always rational. It doesn't always come wrapped in dignity or defiance. Sometimes, loyalty is a scar, proof that love, even when it turns cruel, leaves a mark that no divorce decree can erase. Meri Brown's fear of Kody's wrath didn't expose her as weak. It revealed her as heartbreakingly human. And maybe, just maybe, that's the bravest thing of all.